So a new video. I wanted to quickly go over some altcoins and some, first of all, Bitcoin, and then some other coins that are at my interest. So let's get started. So first of all, what do we have? We are still in this major range where we deviated the range high, then went lower. This was first seen like the range low, but I have extended it to this. So I see this as one massive range. Then if we look at the volume profile, how is that looking currently? Yeah, then we can see that it's not shaped too nice, because we want more to get it something like this, a bit less formed like that, but overall it needs more development, and that's why I think we can see rotations up and down in these levels. So until we take the range lows, I'm just gonna play it level to level, which means that I'm interested in shorts at supply, and I'm interested in longs if we sweep at least this low. But ultimately, I would like to see 107k get taken and then look for rotations back up. So if we zoom in some more on the lower time frames, then we had the massive move down here, the continuation of the downtrend, and since then we have seen a lot of chop here where basically nothing happened. That was from Thursday into the weekend, and then later today, yesterday, so on Sunday, we started to move up with pretty aggressive candles. But yeah, I'm not too convinced that this is a big reversal, because we have like, I'm not sure, a tiny sweep, but overall this low right here does not look good to me at all. So I expect that we just rotate up and down, and that's also what my plan is. So right now we had a sweep of this high, but ultimately I would love to see this demand be mitigated, maybe during New York, and then today or tomorrow get a move into this supply, and then I'm looking to short it back down to basically these levels of this former range. So at least back to here, and then look what for kind of price action we get to potentially switch it into longs if we sweep the low. But ultimately, bigger time frame view is that we, in my opinion, are likely to take 107k eventually. So let's see how that goes. Quickly looking at USDT, the dominance. We had this range we've been trading in for a long time, then we pushed out of it, and right now I was looking at the potential bearish PO3, in which this is our range, and then this is our deviation, and then maybe continuation down. That will be the bearish PO3, kind of opposite of what we did here with the deviation to the downside. We could now do that to the upside. However, the relationship of this, of the size of the deviation right here compared to the overall range is pretty small, and price did not form a good distribution model or anything right here. So I'm a bit doubtful that this is already the deviation. So I will keep an eye on a potential bigger range here, that if we push up, that this becomes our new range, and then I'm looking for deviations of those highs for reversal levels. Right now I have some alerts in this supply to see what happens. If we form a lower high here and get back into this demand, and then break structure locally back to bearish, then I'm pretty confident that this was indeed the deviation, and then I'm bearish on this chart and bullish on crypto. But for now, we have the value area high around this level right here, also demand. So yeah, we are basically in between supply and demand, so I need to see what happens. If we first tap into demand, then I expect a bounce. Then we have to see what happens in this supply, if we get a rejection or that we push up and take out those highs again. So a pretty interesting level. And we also got tomorrow or the day after, we have the monthly and the quarterly transition. So are going to be important what this chart does. Then quickly going over some altcoins. So Bitcoin already pushed up, but most altcoins are lacking a bit of strength. You can quickly go to ETH. ETH, I was looking for a bullish PO3 right here, but also here it's a very bad low right here. And then we also, this time duration compared to the overall range is very short. So I would have loved to see something like this, and then I will be more confident in the bullish PO3 idea. Right now, I think we are still a bit of stuck. If we look at the volume profile here, we can also see that the main range low, which this is the range low, but if we look at the volume profile, then we see that we have the point of control in the value area low around here. So that's the main level to give a reclaim of the overall trend. So locally, I'm also just looking to play this both ways. This is a local demand POI. Can look for signings to bounce, same as here. But overall, I'm looking for potential shorts right here into 4400, and interested in longs. Yeah, like scalp longs might be give it a try if we get some structure. But ultimately, I would also love here to clear those lows, and then I'm super interested in swing longs. So if we get an early month dip, I'm super interested in longs on many coins. But right now, it's a bit too early in my opinion. Then let's look at some coins that are interesting. Keeping an eye on ALGO. We have an accumulation model here, and I'm still waiting for the price to tap into this demand POI at the range lows. Right now we are coming quite aggressive in it, but if we show some local structure in it and tap into demand break structure, then I'm definitely gonna look for longs on this one. But as with all the other coins as well, my main focus right now is on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is gonna give retraces this move, since the weekend, then altcoins will suffer from that, and we can already see that altcoins are suffering quite a bit. So I'm definitely looking for longs on alt, but I'm being cautious. I want to have as little room for error as possible, and just clean structure. The same is true for ENA, for example. Pretty similar view as ALGO. Also here I had my alerts, which once again TradingView doesn't want me to get those alerts, it seems. But here we had the demand created, imbalance above it, negative point of control, but price came into it very aggressive. So right here, this needs more time. Could potentially even go over into a model 1 where we take out this low and then maybe tap into that demand POI and then get a reversal. Right now the structure is a little bit shit, so not too interested in that anymore. Let's see some other coins. Quite a lot of coins are looking interesting. So also ENJ of ANJ, looking for some structure, better RTZ, and then if you form a third tap right here, I will try to long it because the high time frame picture on this one is very, very solid. So I'm looking for longs right here. Then BONK also interesting, at an interesting POI where we took out imported liquidity below this low. Have a starting point of the range which we are now tapping into, and in that POI we are potentially forming early signs of an accumulation model. So I'm looking for, I'm gonna set an alert here, I thought I already did that, but right now we came from the upper part of the range, so there's not a good return to sell anymore. So maybe we can give a bounce here, create an RTZ, go for the model 1, and then long it on the market structure break, and then at least take a majority out at the range highs and let some run for higher prices if we get a bullish October. Let's see, what do we have. Ondo also getting interesting, but needs some more time. But I would like to see this liquidity be taken, and then I'm gonna look for accumulation models. Overall, it's in a major range, so just playing as a range, which can give quite some opportunities. FIL, similar picture as ANJ, where we have 1, 2 right now, potentially forming the third tap. But as said before, I think this can take some more time, where it maybe ranges here, maybe bounces, comes back there, and then around November is where a lot of coins with a similar outlook as FIL reach their apex, in which I expect them to take off right there. So might take a month longer, but overall I'm looking for swing longs on quite a lot of coins. Same story for TAO. Here we created the low, pushed up. Since then we have been in a range which is almost 100 days, I think. Yeah, so almost 100-day range. So if we start taking out this range low, which we are very close to right now, I'm gonna pay close attention to this coin to see if we get some accumulation models or potentially a bullish PO3, something like this, where we manipulate below it, tap into that demand, and then get the reversal, and then I'm targeting the range highs. So yeah, I have a lot of coins that are looking pretty interesting. So let's see what happens. For now, my focus is mostly on Bitcoin to see what we do today. Potential shorts from higher up and longs from lower down, but we have to see. I don't like Sunday pumps at all, because oftentimes they're created to grab buy-side liquidity and then reverse the market. And a thing I always see with that is that if we look at the order flow, like not much is happening. Like the order flow, open interest is even lower, so we had probably some shorts getting squeezed out on this move up. But right now it's slowly moving up, but it's nothing significant. Like since we entered the chop, open interest hasn't done anything. So I think for me that's a sign, also because we don't have spot and perps getting super interested or anything, that we will probably just keep ranging, which means that you short supply and long demand and just play the rotations. So I'm looking for that. Besides that, we don't have any statistics to work with yet. We have both a very low probability low and an high. Our 7 and our 8 are both usually very bad pivots. So I'm pretty sure we will make new lows and potentially new highs. But one of these levels definitely going to be taken out. So yeah, don't go long right now, for example, and use this as your stop loss. Or go short and use that as your stop loss, because it are both very unreliable pivots. So at least wait for New York, maybe we tap into it, go up, create a strong high during New York, then you can potentially short it here with your stop there, or do the different one for the long side where you create a strong low during the New York hit zone, then long, and then use that as your stop loss if you want to have a tight stop. But right now these both are very weak pivots. So yeah, that was it. Let's see, it's always on Monday. We have to see kind of what the market wants to do. And then from Tuesday forward, things will always be a bit more clear. So thanks for watching, and cheers.